Hi guys, welcome back to another Learning with Laura video. This week I'm excited because we're going to be getting a little creative. Today I'm going to give you a brief look at our database Creativebug. It's a DIY tutorial database put together by Joanne Fabrics, and it's amazing. So I highly encourage you to check that out. And then I'm going to take you over to my personal craft table to do a quick crochet demo. I am a yarn crafter. I do knitting and crochet. I actually lead a group at the library called Stitching in the Stacks. We meet every second Tuesday of the month at 6:30 at Pickerington, Maine. So I highly encourage you to come out once the library is back up and running as per normal. And I highly encourage you to come out to meet me in person and meet the other members of the group. We've got a bunch of very experienced crafters, so we can answer all your questions and give you some tips. So I'm going to jump right in and show you this Creativebug demo, and we'll get on with the crochet demo. So we're going to start on the Pickerington Public Library website, pickeringtonlibrary.org. You're going to click on eBranch. And we're going to scroll down and click on Creativebug. Once you come on here, I already logged in, but once you come on here, it's going to have a box here for you to put in your library card number. And once you put that in, go right to the home page here. As you can see, they've got a lot of options up front. If you want to go directly to the classes, just go under here, pick what category you want, and explore. The knitting and crochet categories are right here. Their beginner videos are really good, so I highly encourage you to check them out. Even if you watch all the way through my crochet demo, these guys are expert teachers, so I highly encourage checking those out as well. So that is Creativebug. Let's head on over to my craft table.
All right guys, welcome to my craft table here. I'm gonna jump right in with our crochet demonstration. As you can see, I've got a crochet hook here and then a skein of yarn here. Now I've pulled the end of the yarn from the middle of my skein. And that's right here. And so when we're looking at this yarn, this cut end I'm going to refer to as my working end, and this part that is still attached to the ball is going to be my ball end. Now the way you're going to start most crochet projects is with a slip knot, and I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to do that. So you're going to take your working end, you're going to start pulling it down and creating a circle here. I kind of put my finger down here to guide it. You're going to cross over your ball end like that, and we've made a loop here. Now I want to leave some length here for my tail, because when I'm done with my crochet project, I'm going to sew that into the project to help secure the knot. So from here, you're going to take your finger and put it on top of the working end where it, right next to where it crosses over the ball end. And I'm going to push that part under and up through my loop, creating a new loop here. And as you can see, it's starting to form a knot. So I'm just going to pull these gently until I have a knot here. And that is my slip knot. So from here, I'm going to take my crochet hook and I'm going to put that loop right over the head. And I'm going to gently tighten these here until this knot here is just right up against my crochet hook head. You don't want to pull it tight. You just want it to get up close to the hook. And that's because when you make stitches in the future, if you make it really tight, you're going to have trouble getting your stitches through. So kind of keep it a little loose, just a little up against the hook, so you still have some wiggle room to work with. Okay, So we are going to be just doing straight back and forth crochet. So this is going to form a rectangle of fabric. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to start with a line of stitches, turn around, go the other way, turn around, go the other way. And basically it's just building rows of stitches on top of each other. When you're doing this type of project, you're always going to start with a chain stitch. And that's one of the most basic stitches in crochet. And I'm going to show you how to do it here. So I've got my hook, got my yarn, and you can copy my hold if you want to, or find one that works for you. Check out the tutorials on Creativebug. They'll probably have some recommendations for you. So to do my chain, I am going to take my yarn behind the hook, over, and catch it in the hook. And then I'm going to pull it through my loop here. Again, I do not want to pull tight because I'm going to be working stitches into these chains, so I want to keep them, relatively loose. So let's do another chain stitch. We're going to go behind, over, catch, pull through. Let's do it one more time. Behind, over, catch, pull through. So I'm starting my foundation chain here. Now I'm going to stop the video and add some stitches to this. So to get us started, I'm going to put about probably 10 chain stitches on here. Okay, so I've got a foundation chain here of 10 stitches. So now I'm going to start to turn around and work the other way. And I am going to use the single crochet stitch. To do this, I am actually going to skip the first chain closest to my hook, and that's so I can leave some space between my rows. Otherwise, they'll kind of scrunch up on the sides, and we don't want that. So we're going to skip that first chain stitch, which is this one right here, where our ball yarn is going through. And I'm going to start right here in my second stitch. So I'm going to put my head underneath that top strand of that chain stitch. And I'm going to go behind, over, catch, pull it through one loop here. Now I've got 2 loops on my crochet hook. I'm going to go behind, over, pull through 2. And I've got my first single crochet. Now I'll do that again. So this is the stitch we just worked in. We're going to go in this stitch next. So we're going to put our head in underneath that top strand. Behind, over, catch, pull through 1. Behind, over, catch, pull through 2. I'm going to do that one more time. So our next stitch is right here where my thumbnail is pointing. So we're going to go put the head of our crochet hook underneath that top strand, behind, over, pull through 1, behind, over, catch, pull through 2. And we've got 3 single crochet stitches. Now I'm going to finish the row and then I'm going to come back to show you how to turn the other way. Okay guys, so this is what it looks like when I finish my first row of chain stitches. As you can see, it's curling a little bit. That's fine. Once you add rows, it's going to even out. So now we're going to turn around. So I'm going to turn my work around. And we're going to start another row of single crochet. But first thing, remember how we skipped that first chain stitch on our first row so we could leave space between our rows? Well, this time we don't have chains. So what we're going to do is just add a turning chain. So basically, we're just going to do a chain stitch here. So behind, over, catch, pull through your loop. And that is our chain stitch. And again, that's just so our ends don't scrunch up and bunch together. And now I'm going to work in another row of single crochet into my previous row of single crochet. The only difference here is you can see from the top, we're going to be going under 2 strands instead of just 1. So, but otherwise it's the same idea. So I'm going to put my head into that first stitch under those top 2 strands. And we're just going to do the same motion, behind, over, pull through once, behind, over, pull through 2. All right, let's do that again. So here is our next stitch. We're going to go under those top 2 threads, behind, over, pull through 1, behind, over, pull through 2. And you just keep going like that. Once you reach the end, you'll do another turning chain and go back the other way, the same exact way. And that's kind of how, that's just showing you a couple techniques. There's the Slipknot, the chain, or the foundation chain, single crochet, and how to turn with a single crochet. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to us by email. Otherwise, once the library's back up and open, you can come to any of our Stitching in the Stacks meetings. They're every second Tuesday of the month at 6:30 at Pickerington, Maine. We hope to see you there. Thanks. Bye.